On a bleak winter night, the storm crept in like a nightmare, casting its shadow over the distant countryside. The wind howled like ravenous wolves, rattling the trees and battering the windows of long-abandoned homes. Atop a lonely hill stood the old farmhouse, silent, decaying, and shrouded in a heavy veil of mystery. No one had dared approach it for decades. Local legends spoke of a curse buried deep within its rotting walls, and of an old woman who watched over it. Even in death, despite the warnings, four friends, Layla, Sammy, Rami, and Muna, stood at the gate of the farmhouse, hearts pounding with the thrill of forbidden adventure. Their laughter masked a growing unease, and the thick fog that slithered between the trees and wrapped around their feet seemed to whisper, "Turn back while you still can." With each step into the courtyard, the air thickened and the shadows began to shift as if alive. Unseen whispers floated through the wind, rising into a haunting wail that echoed from beneath the ground. Rami scoffed at their fear, mocking the stories they'd heard, until a muffled scream pierced the silence, followed by scratching sounds along the walls, coming from nowhere and everywhere. Inside one of the barns, surrounded by rusted farming tools, they found an old wooden chest, layered in dust. It wasn't an ordinary chest. As it creaked open, a pale, cold light spilled out, and the scent of decay filled the air. Without warning, blue flames burst from within, and the ghostly figure of an elderly woman materialized, her twisted face and burning eyes shrieking the names of long-lost souls who dared to enter before. Doors slammed shut. Windows vanished. The ground beneath them cracked and trembled. Every attempt to escape only brought them back to the same cursed spot. The farmhouse had them, feeding on their fear, swallowing their sanity. Their bodies began to change, their souls pulled deeper into the darkness. In the end, they huddled in the corner of the barn, their eyes hollow with despair, knowing the truth. They were no longer just curious explorers. They had become part of the curse, ghosts doomed to wander the halls, awaiting the next visitors, drawn in by stories and shadows. And so the farmhouse stands in eternal silence, filled with the echoes of the lost, whispering its tale to any who dare ask.